Underneath that hostile veneer, there's a charming teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. It's a lot of the pop.
But boy, there's a lot of hostility in that
There's
veneer.
a lot of sizzle in the voice.
Why? Listen.
We don't like...
Yes,
no,
yes,
I don't
you're a charmer, but underneath the veneer of hostility.
No, I don't like calling... I don't like saying hostility and Keyshawn in the same sentence. It's not. It's passion.
Oh, passion.
It's passion.
Yeah.
That's what they think about me anyway. They think I'm mean, I'm a bully, all that.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, presented by Progressive Insurance. All guests join on the Goodyear hotline. David Kaplan from ESPN 1000 in Chicago,
That is correct.
joins us on the Goodyear hotline, and that's because yesterday was the greatest day in Chicago sports since...
Sid Luckman.
Well, Matt Nagy named Fields the starter going forward. Here's Matt Nagy.
Were you trying to tee something up?
No, since I'm asking the question.
Oh, it's a tease.
I've always said from the beginning to everybody in here, to our players, coaches, to y'all when y'all ask, is that we'll know. And he's done everything to show us that he's ready for this opportunity.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I could say that Straight Talk brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Are you allowed to say Matt Nagy and Straight Talk? Okay, fine. That's Matt Nagy, coach speak. All right, Key, you give us the Straight Talk by Straight Talk Wireless. Translate, explain to us how, I think it was 2 days ago, he said when Andy Dalton's healthy, he will be the starter. Jay was out of his mind. 2 days later, and you said, Dalton's never going to see the field again, right? That's what you said. 2 days later, he overrode what he just said 2 days ago.
Well, he really didn't override it. You just didn't understand what he was saying at the time. He was already telling you that Justin Fields is the starter. He doesn't want to tell you 2 days ago, or that at that particular moment, he didn't want to tell you Justin Fields was the starter. He wanted to wait, play around with it a little bit, because if he does what you want him to do, then he's not in control anymore. If I do it on my own watch, I'm still in control. I don't allow the media and the fan base and people like Jason Williams to dictate.
Is that why
me.
Jay's angry? Because Jay wants to be in control, but really Matt Nagy's in control?
Yeah, dictate to me what I want to do with my quarterback. As I said a long time ago to Jay, Will, you, and everybody else that would even remotely listen to me.
Remotely.
I
listen to you every day for 4 hours.
And take me serious. In that the moment that Andy Dalton got hurt and Justin Fields took over, Andy Dalton wouldn't see the field again. Let's give Justin Fields credit. He won games in relief and full-time starter. You don't go back to Andy Dalton, because if you go back to Andy Dalton, and I'm Matt Nagy, I'm not going back to Andy Dalton, although I'm telling you we're going to evaluate him when he's healthy. He's still our starting quarterback. But he will never be healthy for us. That's why our percentage base is 100%. He'll never be at 100% for us. He's going to be at 75. He'll never, ever be at 100, period.
I understood what you were saying and thought you were right when you said it. Jay, on the other hand.
Not of it. You see how he did? Max is like, Jay did it, not me.
No. I'm not blaming Jay. I want to ask you a question, Jay. I agree with Key back a couple days ago, all the way back a couple days ago about this. And that's why we're interested in hearing him translate coach speak. This is what I want to know, Jay. He said then, if he's at 100, if Andy Dalton's healthy, he said nothing about Andy Dalton not being 100% now. He simply said Fields is our starter going forward. That means whether Andy Dalton's healthy or not.
But okay, so back to this coach speak. He said that anyway when he said it, by saying when he's healthy, he'll never be healthy for us. Even if
you're
he
saying
is
if
healthy.
you followed up with Coach and said, I thought you said 2 days ago, blah, 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 Coach would say something like, he's not 100% yet?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then on top of that, by him saying, Jay, he needs to get healthy, we're going to evaluate it, then us internally will make a decision based on what we see. We saw enough the first couple of weeks. We're good. That's all he's saying. Plus, I'm sure he's walking down the hallway and he sees a Khalil Mack or he sees a Jalen Johnson, young star corner, up and coming. He see those guys and they're like, Justin Fields look good, coach. And he's sitting there going, yeah. That's what happens.
Jay, you control freak. See, it's because of you that Nagy feels the need to control.
It's my fault. This is like figuring out a Rubik's Cube.
Not though, Jay.
It is okay. It's confusing because you know why? I
it's
speak
not.
English.
Yeah.
Simplistic English.
I know.
I don't want to play games. Is he leaving me a breadcrumb? Should I follow the trail? What should I do? Should I open a door? Should I not open a door? Is he telling me to open a door? Is he subconsciously sending me signs? I don't know what the hell he's saying. It's too complicated. Some of the best leaders I've ever met are some of the best communicators.
I understand.
And my whole thing is I don't believe Matt Nagy's going to be the head coach of this team next year. Like, there's really no way you can allow him.
Here's what I'll say.
Okay, fine. Let me finish. There's no way if I were a general manager, well, there's a lot of questions Ryan Pace has to answer too, because I firmly believe this came from up top. I don't believe this is Matt Nagy saying, you know what, I'm just going to name Justin Fields the starter moving forward. After 2 days ago, I just said, you know what, Andy Dalton, so when he's QB number one, when he's healthy, he's QB number one. Why even say that?
Could that be? Could that be, Key, that Nagy a couple days ago had one thought and then since then got a directive?
No, because in certain situations, well, in this situation, Pace and Nagy are on the same page. He's taking marching orders from Pace, and Pace is listening to. They're locked.
And who's Pace
together.
listening
Seems
to?
that way.
Who's Pace listening to?
Whoever he's listening to, but it
Ownership?
didn't come from the owner. They already made this decision, Jay, that this young man gives them the best chance to win. He does not. Coaches don't like to say things like Justin Fields outperformed Andy Dalton, period, and we're better without Andy
Why
Dalton.
say anything? Yesterday was Tuesday.
Because
Yesterday
he
was
has
Tuesday.
it every single day.
I know every single day.
The
Then it's a
press.
week then. If you want
Not
more
gonna-
time, well,
gonna do
I
that.
just don't understand why wait only a
Jay,
day and a
let me-
half later after you just went through this whole soliloquy about saying that if healthy,
Because guess what they did?
Andy Dalton is QB number
Because
one.
now when you say to me, you said this on Monday, and then on Wednesday you say something else, you know what I'm going to tell you? Is that we evaluated Andy on Tuesday, and we've made the decision that Justin is our quarterback moving forward because with things that we saw, we felt that
Kind
Andy
of
wouldn't
did say
be
that.
ready
He said
right now.
he said we had a plan, and then the
yes.
injury happened and accelerated. Jay, let me ask you a question. I
You guys
really want
just
to know
making a lot of sense
because
of a guy.
you sound
I'm just
you
telling
sound
you guys is making a lot of sense of a guy who has not made any sense at all.
But I have a
just
question for
telling
you,
you.
Jay, because you definitely come across in this case like a Bears fan, right? Like or a fan of a football team. Okay,
I'm a Justin Fields fan too.
I get it. I get it. Let me ask you this: what difference does it really make to you? On Sunday, he's going to get the ball. Fields is going to get the ball, and he's going to play. He's going to play all this stuff that all the angst that you're feeling. In the end, how does it affect what happens on the field?
Because who coaches me dictates whether I can be successful or not.
But here's what
That
I
has
say.
a lot to do with it. I've been around coaches that have been good leaders and good communicators, and you can see how people flourish in that type of environment. I've also been around coaches who have been poor communicators, and I've seen the way that trickles down into the locker room, and people don't get behind it,
So I wanna be
regardless of whether
clear.
he gets the opportunity to play a lot or not.
So I want to be clear. Your beef basically is that you think that the way Matt Nagy handled this does not put the Bears in the best position to succeed once Fields takes the field.
1,000%. It hasn't put the
Here's
Bears
what
in the best
here-
position since he's been doing all this stuff even last year.
Here's what I would say to what Jay said about coaches coaching and communicating and doing those things. Jay's right. You want coaches to communicate. The difference is here, though, is they're in the building with him. They already know. Justin Fields was not shocked or surprised, despite what Justin Fields says, that he was going to be the starter.
Can I ask you guys a question?
He's there. He knows.
Key, can I ask you a question? Do you think there's any part of Matt Nagy, since he named Andy Dalton QB1 during the summer,
Yes.
that he was beholden to that promise to Andy Dalton?
No.
Your human element, you don't think at all.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
you guys don't think at all because he promised Andy Dalton to be QB number one.
Yeah, but
that was the
ain't no
reason
real-
why
but
he's.
that ain't no real
That's the
promise,
reason
though,
why
Jay.
he's continued.
But that's not a real promise. That's just converse. That's just talk.